ਇਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦਿ ਜਪੁ ਆਦਿ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦਿ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਇਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦਿ ਜਪੁ ਆਦਿ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦਿ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਇਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦਿ ਜਪੁ ਆਦਿ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦਿ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਇਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦਿ ਜਪੁ ਆਦਿ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦਿ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਇਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦਿ ਜਪੁ ਆਦਿ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦਿ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਕਿਛ ਕਰਮ ਨ ਜਾਨਾ ਨਾਹਿਨ ਨਿਰਮਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਕੈ ਅੰਚਲ ਲਾਵਹੁ ਬਿਖਮ ਨਦੀ ਜਾਇ ਤਰਣੀ ਗਿਆਨ ਧਿਆਨ ਕਿਛ ਕਰਮ ਨ ਜਾਣਾ ਸਾਰ ਨ ਜਾਣਾ ਤੇਰੀ ਸਭ ਤੇ ਵੱਡਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਿਨ ਕਲ ਰਾਖੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਜੋਰ ਮੈਂ ਗੂੰਗਾ ਕਹਤਾ ਹੂੰ ਤੇਰਾ ਸਦਕਾ ਤੇਰੀ ਸਰਣ
ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਪਵਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਣੀ ਪਿਤਾ ਮਾਤਾ ਧਰਤ ਮਹਤ ਦਿਵਸ ਰਾਤ ਦੁਇ ਦਾਈ ਦਾਇਆ ਖੇਲੈ ਸਗਲ ਜਗਤ ਚੰਗਿਆਈਆ ਬੁਰਿਆਈਆ ਵਾਚੈ ਧਰਮ ਹਦੂਰ ਕਰਮੀ ਆਪੋ ਆਪਣੀ ਕੀ ਨੇੜੈ ਕੀ ਦੂਰ ਜਿਨੀ ਨਾਮ ਧਿਆਇਆ ਗਏ ਮਸਕਤ ਕਾਲ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੇ ਮੁਖ ਉਜਲੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਛੁੱਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਪਵਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਣੀ ਪਿਤਾ ਮਾਤਾ ਧਰਤ ਮਹਤ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਪਤਿਤ ਪਾਵਨ ਭਗਤ ਵਤਸਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇ ਖਜ਼ਾਨੇ ਜੋਤ ਰੂਪ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ। We've been blessed again here to be gathered together to continue listening to the teachings of Sri Japji Sahib. we've reached the final pauri of Sri Japji Sahib, the slok, which in a way could be seen as a conclusion to Japji Sahib, to the teachings that Dhan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji have brought us, the teachings that will give us Brahm Gyan, the true knowledge of Akal Purkh Vaheguru, the Lord God, who is the giver, the organizer and the deliverer of ourselves into themselves. We've been through the whole of Sri Japji Sahib and we've learnt many things. Sri Japji Sahib is the discussion between the Siddhs who practice yogic ways with Dhan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji. Sri Japji Sahib was ordered in this way by our second Guru, Dhan Sri Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji. Previously, we heard in the last few weeks, in the last few pauriyan, the stages, the steps to reach oneness with Vaheguru. And then, after that, we've heard the avastha, the stage of the Gurmukh Pyara, or the avastha, or the qualities of that Gursikh who has become one with God, who has experienced that place that we call Sachkhand. Dhan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, in closing Sri Japji Sahib, has given us this slok. And like I said, in a way, this slok is like a conclusion. It concludes all the teachings and brings them all together to give us the final message of Sri Japji Sahib. In this final message, we'll hear the qualities of our Guru, and it will send home the message that we've been learning about through these previous weeks in all the pauri of Sri Japji Sahib. In some ways, the teachings have been brought together into this simple slok, into this shand. Shand meaning eulogy, in this praise of Vaheguru. At the end of hearing the teachings, if and only if we take away, even if we only take away the teachings from this slok, we will have taken the message of Sri Japji Sahib. We would have understood that message that will give us Brahm Gyan, oneness with Vaheguru, break us free from the cycle of births and deaths, and join us with Vaheguru. So we break free of the 84 lakh June, the 8.4 million lives. We don't have to come and go ever again. So we're going to hear this final pauri, this slok, and from there we are going to conclude the teachings of Sri Japji Sahib.
Satnam Sri Vaheguru Sahib Ji. Slok.
Slok. So this shand, this eulogy is given the title slok. And like I said last time round, that Sri Japji Sahib is actually complete with 40 pauriyan. The first being the complete Mool Mantar, which we recite at the beginning every week. And then the numbering starts again from 1 to 38. The pauriyan enclosed, which are the teachings of Sri Japji Sahib, if you will. And we reached the 38th pauri last week. But in total, if you include the Mool Mantar, that makes 39. And then this time round, we're going to hear the slok, which is numbered 1, but in total makes the 40th pauri. And it takes us, if you will, it makes a complete circle, starting with Vaheguru and finishing with the ustat of and the qualities of Vaheguru, at the same time giving us teachings. So slok is the name of this shand, this eulogy. Slok also means to praise. And slok, if we split up the words sa and lok, and we take sa to mean swa sarup, swa meaning our own sarup, our own form, our original form, the form that is Vaheguru. Lok translates to being the place. So this slok will give us that understanding and take us to that place where we can realize our true form. The true form, which is our original form that has come from Vaheguru, that is Vaheguru. Basically, we can realize Vaheguru within ourselves if we take this teaching from this slok.
Pavan Guru Pani Pita Mata Tart Mahat.
Now the Siddhs obviously are still continually asking questions. And the questions they ask in this body, they ask Dhan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji to give them teachings, to ask them about what duty, who is our Guru, who is our teacher, what is the role of the Guru, who is our father, who is our mother, who is our Dai. Now Dai translates to, if you will, in modern language you can say like a babysitter. In the old days there would be an elderly woman who would accompany your own mother and help bring up a child and look after the child. So if you want a simple translation, we can say babysitter. And Daya is translated to the husband of the babysitter. So both those look after a young child and support a family to look after their young babies. So the Siddhs asking Dhan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, who is the Guru, who is our father, our mother, who are these two, if you will, babysitters that will look after us in this world. And Dhan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji begins by saying, Pavan Guru. Our Guru, our enlightener, is the air. Pavan means air. And how is our Guru the air? Well, obviously our Guru ultimately is Dhan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. But in explaining to the Siddhs, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji will use examples from the world and creation to help them understand how we are supposed to live our lives. And within the air, when we talk, the air contains the message. So when we speak to each other, the message, our speech, goes through the air, travels through the air to reach the person that we're speaking to, so they can listen and understand. So in some ways our Guru is this air that delivers this message, delivers the message to us. What message does it deliver to us? It delivers the message of Vaheguru. So that's why the air is our Guru, our teacher, our enlightener, because Guru translates to enlightener. Gu meaning darkness, Ru meaning light, the person who takes it from the darkness to the light, from no knowledge to complete knowledge, enlightener. So the air is our Guru because the teachings travel through the air to reach us. And when we repeat the name of the Lord, which is the ultimate message, to constantly repeat the name of the Lord, we have to repeat that name through the air because we're reciting Gurbani, we're repeating Gurbani. So the air is the deliverer of that message, so the air is our Guru. Our father is Pita. Who is our father? Pani Pita. The water is our father. How is the water our father? Well, we are created by 5 basic elements: water, air, fire, earth, and ether. With ether meaning space, nothingness, no element. And water is the father of those elements. And we know that the majority of our body is made up of water. And in the same way, the majority of creation is made up of water. So water is the father of all elements. So without water, we don't live. We cannot continue. And that's why water is our father, because our father is, like a father works so we can live. And this water is working in that way. That element water is working in that way. So water is our father. And who is our mother? Mata. Who is our mata? Our mother. Tarata. Mahat. Mahat translates to meaning big, the great. And Tart means the earth. So our mother is the great Mother Earth. How is the earth our mother? Because through the earth we live. Our mother looks after us and raises us. As we grow older, the mother raises the child. The mother feeds the child. So as we live in this world, where are we going to get our feed? Where are we going to raise? Where are we going to grow through and live through this world? Whichever June we are in, whichever 8.4 million life we're in, whether in this life or even through those lives, we've had to be raised on this earth. We get our food on this earth. We live our lives on this earth. We are looked after by this earth. So the earth, the great earth, is our mother.
ਦਿਵਸ ਰਾਤ ਦੁਇ ਦਾਈ ਦਾਇਆ ਖੇਲੇ ਸਗਲ ਜਗਤ.
So obviously, like I said, the Siddhs asked about these, let's say, babysitters who look after us, the Dai and the Daya. Dai meaning the female, and Daya meaning the male. And then Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib explains to the Siddhs that Divas meaning the day and Raat meaning the night, Doi. So these two, the day and night, are our babysitters. Because the babysitters look after us and support our parents. How do they do that? Well, the Dai, just like, let's say, the female babysitter, they help us, they feed milk, they may change the nappies, they look after, they support the mother, they support the mother's role. So, in the same way, the Dai is the night, Raat. So, overnight, the night looks after us. As we sleep in the night, it looks after us, so we go through the night peacefully. So all our worries, all our tensions, they take our worries and tensions away, because when we go to sleep, we generally forget about things, we forget about the world. So that night plays that role in looking after us in the motherly sense. And the Daya in the fatherly sense, just like the father is supported, the father plays with the child, looks after the child, takes the child from place to place, takes the child to the park, let's say. The Daya does that role and supports the father in doing that. So the fatherly role of the Daya is the Divas, the day, the daytime. Because in the daytime, when we live in this world, in the daytime, we live, we work, we eat, we complete our actions, we complete our karam. So the Daya is the daytime where we can complete these actions. These actions, if we do nishkam actions, if we do karam which are nishkam, in other words, those actions which we don't ask for anything for, then obviously we become closer to the Guru. And if we do different types of actions where we ask for things, we'll go away from the Guru. But the Daya, the daytime, is the Daya, the fatherly support. And within that, Khela Sagal Jagat. Jagat, this world, this sansar, us within it, all life within it. Sagal, all life within it, play. Khela Sagal Jagat. Within day and night, who are these supports of the mother and father, this world plays. In the day, we generally do our actions, and in the night, we go to sleep and we looked after. And as they say, the simplest sense, in the daytime, we do changiya, we do good actions, or we can do good actions, and the night, where people do bad actions. So, changiya, good actions, buriyaya, bad actions, vacha, taram, hadur. But as we do those actions, obviously, they are being written, they are going to be accounted for, and they are going to be placed in front of us when we are taken to account on, let's say, if you want to use the phrase, the day of judgment, when we pass from this world and all our actions are accounted for. And who are going to account those actions? Taram Raja is vacha, taram Raja, hadur. In the presence of Taram Raja, hadur, our actions that we have done, whether they are good, changiyaya, whether they are bad, buriyaya, they are written, and we will be taken to account. So what message is coming through with this salok? The salok is talking about what we've learned through Sri Japji Sahib, the hukam, the order of the world, creation, and us living in creation, and following the command of Vaheguru, coming with our actions that we have built up in our previous lives, and we bring into this life that we have to face, but then at the same time, what actions we do in this life, karam, so we can break free. And those people who are stuck in this cycle, obviously this is describing them. It's describing the hukam, how creation is set up, through the air, the water, the earth, day and night, and how our actions as we live within that system of hukam, good or bad, are accounted for. So within the slok there is a deeper message. It's reminding us about the hukam and our actions, and those who complete good actions or nishkam actions, what happens to them, and those who complete bad actions or actions which are asking or done for materialistic things, Guru Sahib Ji explains to the Siddhs and tells us in the next pankti.
ਕਰਮੀ ਆਪੋ ਆਪਣੀ ਕੇ ਨੇੜਾ ਕੇ ਦੂਰ.
So depending on our karma, our own karma, karmi apo apani, our own karma, not what anybody else does, whether they are our fathers or mothers, whether they are our brothers or sisters, whether they are our sons or daughters, whether they are friends or other families or even enemies. Doesn't matter what anybody else does, our own actions are what are going to count. And like I've just said, if we do good actions, we will be ke neda, brought close to the Guru, and if we do bad actions, we will be ke dur, taken further away from our Guru. Guru meaning Akal Purkh Vaheguru, the creator, the true Lord God, who is the giver, the organizer, the deliverer, Vaheguru. If we do nishkam actions, actions which we're asking for the blessings, just actions for the khushi, the happiness of Vaheguru, then we will be closer. If we do actions which are asking for materialistic things, then they're not going to count for anything. We're obviously going to go further away. How are we going to go further away? Well, we can become closer because those beings who do good actions or nishkam actions get this chance of this human life, and they are closer to attaining oneness. And those who do materialistic actions or bad actions, they are taken away. So they go back down the cycle and they go further down the ladder of the 8.4 million life forms. So they are further away in their opportunity to become one with Vaheguru. So Guru Sahib Ji is explaining the idea of hukam, the order, why we are here, the meaning of life. The only way out is through our actions and how we develop through our positive actions.
ਜਿਨੀ ਨਾਮ ਧਿਆਇਆ ਗਏ ਮਸਕਤ ਘਾਲ.
And those, the ultimate action of repeating the name of the Lord, repeating Gurbani, Jini Naam Theaya, those who repeat the name of the Lord, those who worship the Lord through their Gurbani, what happens to them? Gaye Masakat Kal. Masakat means putting that effort, or that Masakat Kal means that consistent effort. Those who repeat the name of the Lord consistently, continually, with great effort, what happens to those? Because that is the ultimate action, that is the ultimate nishkam action, just repeating the name of the Lord for the happiness of Vaheguru. What happens to them? Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib explains to us on the Siddhs.
Nanak te mukh ujjale kiti shutti na.
And Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib explains or teaches us, Nanak te mukh ujjale, their mukh, their face, ujjale. Ujjale can be translated to being whiter than white, clean, pure. Nanak te mukh ujjale. Their face, they are the pure ones, they are the cleanest ones, they are the brightest ones. Keti shutti nal. Those who repeat the name of the Lord with consistent effort and continual effort, what happens to them? They become the cleanest of the cleanest. They are the purest of the purest because they have become one with Vaheguru. They are the brightest of the brightest. They become one with Vaheguru. Keti shutti nal. And with them breaking free, getting shutti, being able to break free from this 8.4 million life cycle, they take many others with them. They take many others with them because while they are repeating the name of the Lord, many people look upon them and see their positiveness, and they start to follow their teachings, they start following the teachings of Guru through those Guru Sikhs who are repeating the name of the Lord, and if they lead by example, so those followers who follow that good example are saved as well. They break free as well. So not only if you repeat the name of the Lord with continual and consistent effort, then not only do you save yourself, not only do you become pure, but many of your sangat, your friends and families and your sangat, they will be saved also because they start repeating the name of the Lord. And in this salok, it's concluding all those teachings. It's bringing us back to what is the meaning of life. The world is created in the hukam of Vaheguru. We are created with it. We are put into this world. We are in this cycle of births and deaths. The only way to break free from that is nishkam actions, not asking for anything apart from the happiness, the khushiyan from Vaheguru. And the only true Nishkam action is the repetition of the name of the Lord, the ultimate action, whether that's Vaheguru, whether that's the Mool Mantra like we recite at the start, or whether that's reading any Gurbani, specifically even Sri Japji Sahib. And if we repeat that, our actions will be burnt away, all the previous ones that we've collected. We will break free from the cycle, and along with us, we'll take many with us. And it's as simple as that. And that is all what a Guru Sikhi is about. Just doing that. Because if that happens, then we're saved and everybody else with us is saved. And at the conclusion of Sri Japji Sahib, that is the message that Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji has given the Siddhs, and at the same time they're teaching us. When we started Sri Japji Sahib, the idea of Sri Japji Sahib being put into this order was by the command of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji to by Lena Ji, obviously, who later became Sri Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji. Because we said that this is a discussion between the Siddhs and Guruji, and each section are different discussions. And they've been ordered in this way by Lena Ji, Sri Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji. And how have they been ordered in this way? When did that happen? And right at the start, we explained that Sangat came to the court of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, and they asked Sri Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji, who was by Lena Ji at that time, because in their teachings, they were given different teachings, such as they had a Mool Mantra, they had a Mala Mantra. And they asked by Lena Ji, what is your Mool Mantra and what is your Mala Mantra? And we've already heard what our Mool Mantra is. That is the first pauri of Sri Japji Sahib, where it completes the one, and which we recite at the beginning every week, Ik Oankar, all the way through to Nanak Ho Sipi Sach. And the Mala Mantra was described. Sri Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji, by Lena Ji, said that when I ask Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, I'll give you the answer. And when they asked Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji then gave that command and this order to number Sri Japji Sahib, this discussion in this way, to give this Mala Mantra. And Sri Japji Sahib was already ordered in some, because Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji is already Vaheguru, and it was already ordered in this way, because Sri Japji Sahib was recited by Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji when Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji was Sanmak of Vaheguru. When they went into the river and everybody thought they died, and then Sri Japji Sahib was already recited, but in the world it was put in this order by Lena Ji. And because they're the embodiment of Vaheguru, their connection is the same, they know, and they put it in this order, and this was given the darja, the level of the Mala Mantra. In other words, in the old days, people used to fair a mala, go through one mala, repeating Vaheguru's name. So by reading Sri Japji Sahib once, you're in effect completing one mala of repeating the name of Vaheguru. Though that Sangat continued asking questions of Bhai Lena Ji, and they asked Bhai Lena Ji to describe the Jivan, to describe Vaheguru themselves, who are in the form of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji. They asked Bhai Lena Ji, because Bhai Lena Ji was the greatest Gursikh, and that's why they became the Guru. They asked, you are the closest to Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji. For us, who are in the Sangat of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, please describe the qualities of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji. And Bhai Lena Ji used this slok again to describe those qualities of our Guru. So they describe the qualities of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, and in effect, what are the qualities of the Guru? And in some ways, then this slok completes the cycle. Like I said, we start with the qualities of Vaheguru in the Mool Mantra, and we finish with the qualities of Vaheguru, because the Guru is the embodiment of Vaheguru. So we finish with the qualities of Vaheguru within this slok, because Sri Bhai Lena Ji used this slok to explain those qualities of Tan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, the Guru, Akal Purkh Vaheguru.
Slok.
So like I said, Slok translates to eulogy, or the praise of the Lord, Vaheguru, the praise of the Guru.
Pavan Guru Pani Pita Mata Tart Mahat.
So Bhai Lena Ji explained that our Guru, Tan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji and our Guru now, the true Lord Vaheguru, is like Pavan. They are like the air. Pavan, Guru. Our Guru is like the air. How are they like the air? How is Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji like the air? They are like the air because the air exists everywhere. Vaheguru, Guruji exists everywhere. They're with us all the time. They are with us in our good times. They are always with us in our bad times. They are with us all over the place. They are like the air. And just like in this worldly ocean, just like the air can cool us down in the summertime when it's really hot, Guru Sahib Ji is like the air who cool us down and freshen us up, in the sense that in this world, the heat of Maya, the heat of disillusion, the burning of disillusion where we're being led astray by society, we need something to cool us down, cool and control us, so we can cool us down so we can control those five evils, those Panch Jor. And Guru Sahib Ji is like the air, how they cool us down, their teachings cool us down. And that's how Tan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, the embodiment of Vaheguru, our Guru is like the air, they cool us down. At the same time, just like the air travels to all places and gives oxygen to all people, no matter what caste, whatever creed, whatever colour, whatever class, whatever type of creation, whatever form, Guruji doesn't discriminate against any being, any of its creatures, any caste. Guruji gives air. Just like the air goes everywhere, Guruji goes everywhere and helps and protects everyone and with them all the time. So our Guru, Tan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, all the way through to Tan Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji, and now Tan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, the embodiment of Vaheguru. Vaheguru Sahib Ji is like the air, Guru Sahib Ji is like the air. Pavan Guru. And then Bhai Lehna Ji explains that Guru Sahib Ji is like Pani, like water. How is Guru Sahib Ji like water? Well, just like water cleans all the dirt away when we go physically and have a shower, have a bath, Guru Sahib Ji is like the water because they clean all our bad actions. They clean all our misgivings, all our bad doings that we have done. They clean us and they make us pure. So Guru Sahib Ji is like the water. They act like the water, cleanses and purifies through their teachings. And then Bhai Lehna Ji continues, Tan Sri Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji. Tan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji is like our Pita, like our father. Guru Sahib Ji is our father. And our father in the world looks out for us and gives us gifts. What gift does Guru Sahib Ji give us? Guru Sahib Ji gives us the gift of Brahm Gyan, the true knowledge of Vaheguru. Because once we're purified, we are given that gift of Brahm Gyan, the true knowledge of Vaheguru. In other words, we are one with Vaheguru. We are out of the 84 lakh June. We have broken free. So Guru Sahib Ji is our father. They are our protectors. They look out for us. And then Bhai Lehna Ji, Tan Sri Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji, explains that Guru Sahib Ji is like our Mata, like our mother. And how are they like our mother? Well, just like our mother looks out for us and protects us, and a mother never lets anything bad happen to their child, that's how Guru Sahib Ji looks after us. They don't let anything happen to us. Now, even in this world, we come up against many difficulties. And sometimes we remember Guru Sahib Ji in our bad times, and we forget about Guru Sahib Ji in our good times. But like I said, Guru Sahib Ji is just like the air. They don't worry about our bad times or good times. They'll always look out for us. And they always protect us. Just like the Sakhi of Bhai Telokka Ji. Bhai Telokka Ji was the Gursikh in the times of Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji. And he, in a sense, worked for the Mughal ruler of the time. And he was one of his bodyguards. And he was one of his soldiers. So, Bhai Telokka Ji had heard about Guru Sahib Ji and had come to the sanctuary of Sri Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji. And Sri Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji gave them Charnamrit, so they made them a Sikh. But at the same time, they gave them some teachings that you should always do good. You should always repeat the name of the Lord. You should never kill. You should always do good actions. And Bhai Taloka ji was a soldier, was a bodyguard of this ruler, this king. And he said Sat Bachan to Guru Sahib ji, but obviously he had to still work and earn his living, because Guru Sahib ji obviously gives the teaching of Naam Japna, Vand Ke Shakna and Kirt Karni. And so he worked. And the rulers in those days would go hunting. And they went hunting one day and Bhai Taloka ji had gone. And while they were hunting, the animal they were hunting had got past his master, the ruler, and had reached Bhai Taloka ji. Bhai Taloka ji pulled out their karpan and with one strike killed in the hunt. And they'd realized, or they noticed, that the animal was also due to give birth, and they saw that the babies that were going to be given birth to, they all died as well. And straight away he realized the teachings that Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib ji gave him, that I shouldn't kill. And he realized he'd made a mistake, but he thought that he's got to live and work an honest living. And he said the only way he can do that in this difficult world of being a bodyguard is if he changes his karpan to a wooden karpan. So he changed the blade to a wooden blade, and he always kept it in its mayan so no one could see it. So even if a situation arose where he had to take it out, he wouldn't be able to kill anybody because the blade was of wood. Now other people in that court began to find out, and they realized that Bhai Taloka ji had now become a Sikh of the Guru, of Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib ji, and that their karpan is not of iron, so he's no use of being a bodyguard, it's made of wood. And so they made complaints. And just to check, the ruler then lined up all his bodyguards and said, I want to see how great everybody's blade is, how great everybody's karpan is. And each of them took them out and explained and showed how they look after their karpans, and it came to the turn of Bhai Taloka ji. Now Bhai Taloka ji realized that something's going to happen, he's going to get sacked, he'll lose his job, because he is a wooden blade. But Bhai Taloka ji, what does he do? He thinks about his Guru. Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib ji has taken Charnamrit. He is the Sikh of the Guru. And he closes his eyes and he focuses on Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib ji, and he says, Guru Sahib ji, you can only protect me in this situation. He repeats the name of the Lord. And when he pulls out his karpan, the wood has vanished, and it's the best karpan that all the bodyguards had. And the king was amazed to see that karpan. Guru Sahib ji always protects his Sikhs. Why do we sometimes feel we don't get protected? Maybe we are not the level of Sikhs that we should be. Maybe we should follow the teachings completely. And if we do, like Bhai Taloka ji, we'll never be left alone. Guru Sahib ji will be like our mothers. They will always protect us. Nothing wrong will ever happen to us. And then there's a Sakhi of Bhai Kataru ji, again a Gursikh of Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib ji. And Bhai Kataru ji used to sell grains, and he used to have a weight. And in the old days, now we have, over time, we've used to have scales with weights, and you put the weight on one side. And I can still remember those, and some of the elder ones here will be able to remember those, and you put maybe 5 grams on one side, and you would measure 5 grams on the other side if you want to buy flour or sugar. But now everything's already packed and pre-weighted, so you don't get that anymore. But in those days, those weights weren't even 5 grams. They would use stones to weigh and balance what they were selling. And the weight that Bhai Kataru ji had was actually 5 stones short, or 5, paise short, if you will. It was 5 paise short, paise meaning 5 coins short. And he would sell his grains. But because he was always 5 short, when he became the Sikh of the Guru, Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib ji, Guru Sahib ji said, always trade fairly. Never cheat anybody out when you're selling grains, because in those days, many people would cheat people out. And Guru Sahib ji said, you have to do kirt. You have to live an honest living. And repeat the name of the Lord, Naam Japna, and Vand Ke Shakna, and share, and never cheat anyone. So he would do that. But when he was sold that weight, it was 5 paise, 5 coins short. He didn't know that, so he wasn't purposely selling underweight. But people began to find out, and they made a complaint to the ruler of the village. And he was about to get into trouble because they tested his weight. And if his weight was found to be short, he may have been tortured. He may have been killed even. He definitely would have been in serious trouble. What did he do? He thought of Dhan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji, repeated the name of Vaheguru. And at the side where Dhan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji were, now just like we go to the Gurudwara, we matha take paise, Guru Sahib Ji themselves would never touch the money. And on that day, they picked up 5 paise, 5 coins. And the sangat were amazed at Guru Sahib Ji picking up these coins, and Guru Sahib Ji would pass them between each hand. 5, first put them on this side, and then put them on this side, and then pass them over each time. And the sangat were amazed, thinking, Guru Sahib Ji, you never touch the maya. The Sevadars pick up the maya and they spent on the Saad Sangat in the langar and in the constructions. Why is today Guru Sahib Ji picking up that and passing it between hand to hand? And at the end of the Diwan, they asked Guru Sahib Ji, and Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji explained about Bhai Kataru Ji, whose weight was being tested and what with different grains. And what Guru Sahib Ji was doing, each time they would put it in one hand to the other, they were balancing the scales where Bhai Kataru Ji's stone was to balance, to make it equal. So he was saved in his work there. Again, we think in our day-to-day lives, in our jobs, at schools, anywhere we go, how can we be protected? We get worried in any situation. But Guru Sahib Ji is always there for his Gursik. Always there. There are many Sakhis of Sikhs in this day and age where they've been helped and protected by Guruji. Guru Sahib Ji is always there, but what should we do? If we want our mother to protect us, we should become the true sons of our mother, of our Guru. So how did Bhai Lehna Ji, Sri Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji continue? Tarat. Tarat meaning the earth. How is Guru Sahib Ji like the earth? Well, the earth feeds us. Guru Sahib Ji feeds us. Just like the earth in all ages has always been polluted by the beings on earth, ourselves. The earth, we pollute it constantly, but the earth still gives us food. Guru Sahib Ji is just like that. No matter what we do, no matter what bad actions we do, no matter how many times we go away from our Guru, Guru Sahib Ji continues to look after us, continues to feed us. Just like the earth, no matter how much the world and the creation pollute this earth, still food is grown. The earth still gives us food to eat, to live. And Guru Sahib Ji, Bhai Lehna Ji is explaining to the Sangha that Dhan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, and in fact all the Gurus, because the Gurus are Vaheguru, and Vaheguru is just like the earth. They continue to look out for us. No matter what bad we do to the earth, we are always given food. No matter what bad we do, disrespect we do to the Guru, by not following their teachings, by being Sikhs, but by not being the true Sikhs we can be, we are always given food for life. Not just physical food, but the teachings, so we can always have an opportunity to break free out of the 84 lakh June. Guru Sahib Ji, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji even went to Africa. And when they went to Africa, in that time, that place where they went to was of an Islamic faith. Islam had already reached that side of Africa where Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji went. And there was a ruler of that desh, that place where Guru Sahib Ji went. His name was Lajward. And he would forcefully convert or try to convert anybody into Islam. And when Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji went there, Guru Sahib Ji on themselves put some clothes on which had letters and the language from the Quran to test this person out. And he became so angry, thinking, well, who is this person who is on their clothes? This is how the Sakhi comes with this. Guru Sahib Ji put these clothes, their robes, had letters from the Quran, in Arabic. And he was so angry, he saw Guru Sahib Ji and he said, this person is disrespecting my faith and I want to convert him. And what he tried to do, he tried to burn Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji alive. Guru Sahib Ji didn't fight back. They sat on that pyre, what he set alive, but Guru Sahib Ji were not burnt alive. Not even one hair was burnt. They tried to drown Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji. This ruler tried to. And Guru Sahib Ji went under this water, but they didn't drown. They came back out. Guru Sahib Ji didn't say anything back, didn't argue, didn't fight. They just carried on doing what this person was doing to them. They let them do it. They were buried under stone. And Guru Sahib Ji picked up the stones and came back out. They didn't die. He tried to kill Guru Sahib Ji. And he continued to do this attack. But Guru Sahib Ji, this quality of earth, no matter what we do to the earth, they continually give us food. And Guru Sahib Ji continually came back out and didn't say a negative word or didn't argue back. Ultimately, Lajavad fell to the feet of Tan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, became the Sikh of the Guru. And he was from Africa. So sometimes we feel Guru Sikhi hasn't, Guru Sahib Ji hasn't travelled. Guru Sahib Ji travelled all the world to save the world, even in Africa. And he became the Sikh of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji. And he was given the teachings of Naam Japana Vand Ke Shakna Kirt Karni. So Guru Sahib Ji is like the earth. No matter what we do, no matter how we pollute, no matter what disrespect we show, Guru Sahib Ji will continually come back and feed us, physically and spiritually. Mahat. Here we translate Mahat. How is Guru Sahib Ji like Mahat? We separate Maha, Meh, and the Tatta as Tatta. That is translated to the Tatta, the element of Akash, the skies. And in the skies, like the sky is like the umbrella of everybody. It's above our heads. Guru Sahib Ji is always above us like an umbrella. No matter what happens in the skies, Guru Sahib Ji, just like an umbrella protects us, let's say, from the rain and from lightning or anything, Guru Sahib Ji is like an umbrella. They're always above our heads. They're always out protecting us. They're always looking after their Gursikh. But at the same time, because I've given you a Sakhi on one side when Guru Sahib Ji is attacked and Guru Sahib Ji doesn't do anything, but Guru Sahib Ji in the form of Sri Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji and Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji have also battled, fought jangs, fought wars against oppressors. So Guru Sahib Ji, just like the air, let's imagine if we try to fire an arrow or shoot up into the air, it always comes back down and would come back down and attack us. So we can't finish the air off. In the same way we can't finish Guru Sahib Ji off, we can't finish Vaheguru off, we can't finish Sikhi off. No matter how many attacks, Sikhi will always stand firm. Guru Sahib Ji and Guru Sahib Ji Sikhs will always stand firm and be able to fight back. Just like the air, no matter what you fire into the air, those bullets would always come back down and attack us back. So as well as being the umbrella, the Shatar Shaya, looking out for us, they're also fighting against oppression. If you attack Gursikhi, you will be attacked back because Gursikhi always fights oppression.
Divas Raat Doi Dai Daya Khela Sagal Jagat.
Guru Sahib Ji is like the day. In the day, just when the sun rises, night, if you think of night as agyan, no knowledge. And when the sun rises, you get brightness. So it's in a way you're awake. You get knowledge. Guru Sahib Ji is like the day. So just like the sun rises in the day, when Guru Sahib Ji is like the day because they give that brightness to our lives. They give us knowledge. Knowledge of breaking free from the 8.4 million lives. So they are like the day in that sense. But they are also like the night. Raat Doe. So if we say there's two types of nights that are described. You have a night where you have a full moon and stars, and you have a night which is called Masya, where you have no moon. And that no moon is darkness. And how is Guru Sahib Ji like that darkness? Because I've just explained Guru Sahib Ji like that brightness, bringing light into our lives, the true teachings, giving those good qualities of compassion, of faith, of honesty, of truthfulness, of patience. Guru Sahib Ji is like that when they're the day, but also in the night, in the two types of night, they're like the darkness when we have no moon, because they keep us away from the negatives of society. So in that darkness, where we don't see what's going on, if you imagine the no moon, we don't see anything, we don't see any of the negativities in the world because we're always focused on the Charan of Vaheguru, we're always focused on Gurbani. So Guru Sahib Ji is like the night which is focused and completely free of seeing anything negative in the world, being led astray by society, being led astray by the Panch Jor. Guru Sahib Ji is like the night like that, but they're also like the second type of night where we have a full moon. The full moon, that brightness, if you think of the full moon as being Bairag, the longingness of Vaheguru. So being detached from the world and having the love for Vaheguru. So that moon is like that separateness from the darkness of the night, that love for Vaheguru. And Guru Sahib Ji is like that. He gives the Guru Sikhs that opportunity. He gives them those blessings of, those gifts of being loving to Vaheguru, having those qualities like I've just described. That brightness in the dark sky in the night are those qualities. So Guru Sahib Ji is just like the day, bringing us brightness into our lives, and they're like the two different types of nights of no moon, where they keep us focused to themselves and away from the worldly attachment, but also like the night where we have full moon and the stars, where those stars and the moon are all those qualities that we've learnt about. All those qualities that we've learnt about, and that's what they give to us. So Guru Sahib Ji is like the day and the two different types of nights. At the same time, they are Dai and Daya. The Dai, again, and Daya, those babysitters, the female sense and the fatherly and the male sense, who support the mother and father. So the Dai generally feeds milk to the child when supporting the mother. So how is Guru Sahib Ji like that? Guru Sahib Ji gives us a type of milk, the milk of Amrit. That's what they give us. They give us the milk of Amrit. Guru Sahib Ji has given us Khande di Pahul. So we get given that milk of Amrit, just like the Daya, we are fed that. And until we are fed, until we take that, we cannot go any further, because the Daya, the fatherly support, the Daya plays with the child and takes the child to the park. And Guru Sahib Ji, in the sense, when we go and live in this world, this park of the world, Guru Sahib Ji protects us from the bad, just like the Daya takes you away. Anything bad happening in the park, they'll take you to the different side of the park. And anything where there's positivity, they take you there. And Guru Sahib Ji is like the Daya, because they take us away. Because when we take Amrit, we are given the Maryada, the discipline. We're given the Satabani Nitnem and the Panj Kakar Dired, which is the positives, which protect us. And we are also taken away from negativity, the Char Bajjar Kareta, that we do not partake in adultery and unfaithfulness. We do not take meat for our jeev sawad, for our taste. We do not take tobacco or extend that to any other intoxicants like alcohol or drugs. And finally, the most important, we do not cut any of our hair. We do not do any disrespect to our hair by colouring or waxing or plucking or cutting from the bottom of our toe to the top of our heads. So Guru Sahib Ji is like the Dai and Daya. They look after us, fatherly and motherly support, by giving us this Khande Bate da Amrit, feeding us that, and then telling us what is good and what is bad. And that is how we khela sagal jagat, that's how we live in this world. That's how they look after us and our kid, our play in this world, and how our living through the 84 lakh June, the 8.4 million lives. These are the qualities that Bhai Lehna Ji have explained to the Sangat and are explaining to us at this point. The qualities of Dhan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, and in fact all the Gurus, Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, the Dasapad Sai Di Jot, and in fact Vaheguru. These are the qualities of Vaheguru.
ਚੰਗਿਆਈਆ ਬੁਰਿਆਈਆ ਵਾਚੈ ਧਰਮ ਹਦੂਰ.
Changiyaya, Buriyaya, Vache. If we just take that much first, Vache means they give us the teachings. They tell us what is Changiyaya, what is Changa, what is good. In their teaching, they tell us what is Buriyaya, what is bad. The good qualities, staying positive, doing Nishkam actions, taking Amrit, reading Nitnem, constantly repeating the name of the Lord, keeping the 5Ks, Kakars on. They are the good actions. They tell us about good actions. They tell us how to live our lives, how to break free. Guru Sahib Ji, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji is telling us what the bad actions, Buriyanya. They tell us, Vache means to speak, to tell, to share, to teach. They tell us about bad actions, staying away from the Bajjar Kreta, not being controlled by the Panch Chor, not being led by society. They give us those. And then at the same time, Vache, Taram, Hadur. So Vache we're going to take again on this side. They explain to us what Taram is, faith is, Hadur. They sit us close to them, Hadur. They sit us close to them. They bring us to their sanctuary. They bring us into the Saad Sangat. And they tell us what is faith. Taram, what is Gursikhi. We learn that from the Saad Sangat coming to the sanctuary of the Guru. How we break free from the cycle of births and deaths. That is what we learn. We learn good and bad and how we break free. Dhan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji does that for us in their form of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, now the Shabad Guru in the Saad Sangat.
Karmi apo apani ke nida ke dur.
We've already heard how our karam take us close and take us away. But Guru Sahib Ji says, Karmi apo apani. But even without the blessings, we can be ke nida ke dur. Guru Sahib Ji, if they want, even if we're here physically, we could actually be dur, we could be further away, because many of us come to the sanctuary of Guru Sahib Ji, but do we take those teachings? Are we doing Nityanem? Are we reciting the name of the Lord? Are we staying away from the Bajra Kreta? Are we keeping the 5 kakars? Ultimately, have we even been initiated into His way, into His path, the way, the Khande Bate da Amrit? Have we taken that Amrit? Have we taken that step? Are we on His path officially? We might come to the Gurdwara, but we may not be on His path. We may not be admitted in His way. Ke neda, ke dur. So even though sometimes who are physically close could be dur, and some of those who are physically dur could be close. We heard the Sakhi of Bhai Gonda Ji, who was sent by Guru Sahib Ji to Lahore, and they didn't want to go away. Physically they were away, but in their mind they concentrated on Guru Sahib Ji, and Guru Sahib Ji didn't move for many hours because he fixed, Bhai Gonda Ji fixed themselves doing the seva of Guru Sahib Ji's charan. There's a Sakhi in the time of Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji, when they were at Damadama Sahib, the 5th Takht of the Sikhs, Sabo Ki Talwandi, the south of Punjab. When Guru Sahib Ji was there, at night time, Guru Sahib Ji had many Sikhs who would do their pera, who would be, do the pera of Guru Sahib Ji, would stay out. Just like at the Gurdwara overnight, there's people who look out, the pera, they watch over the Gurdwara, and in those days they would be on the watch of the Sangat and Guru Sahib Ji. And at that place, in an adjoining village, there was some sports games that were going to go on. And some of the Sikhs on that pera that night wanted to go and watch those sports games. So some of those actually left their duty, where they were supposed to be in the sanctuary there doing that duty, and left and went to watch those games. And some of those Sikhs stayed there. What actually happened, those that went, they were physically dur, but in their mind they realized they made a mistake. And while they were there, they constantly thought about Guru Sahib Ji. They kept repeating the name of the Lord because they know they've done a mistake. They've gone off their duty. They've gone off their seva. And those that were present in Guru Sahib Ji's Hajuri, doing the duty, they actually were jealous of those who went, and they actually never thought of Guru Sahib Ji, never did the duty properly, because they kept thinking about, we could have gone to those games just like the other Guru Sikhs did. So even though they were physically close, they were spiritually dur, they were further away. And those who were physically dur were spiritually close. And that's Guru Sahib Ji's bakshish. But those Guru Sikhs who follow the teachings through the blessings, they are always close, whether they're physically close or whether they're spiritually close. And Guru Sahib Ji explains, Bhai Lena Ji explained to the Sangat, because the Sangat first asked the description of Guru Sahib Ji, of Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, and we described Guru Sahib Ji's qualities through all the way from Pavan Guru Pani Pita all the way up to Khela Sagal Jagat, and then afterwards they asked, what is the teachings of Guru Sahib Ji, what are the teachings? And then from Changi Ayya Buri Ayya, Vacha Dharma Hadur, what the teachings, we start Karmi Apo Apani Ke Neda Ke Dur, we start to learn the teachings of the Amrit, of what we have to do, following the command. And ultimately, the ultimate teaching is Jinni Naam Te Aaya, Gaye Masakatakal, those who with continuous and consistent effort repeat the name of the Lord. Tan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, through Bhai Lena Ji, explains to the Sangat and explains to us,
Nanak te mukh ujjale keti shuti naal.
Mukh ujjale, they become bright, they become clean, they become pure because they've broken free from the 84 lakh June. Keti shuti naal, we've heard that not only they are saved, but they take many with them. So ultimately, the Salok is giving us that conclusive teaching of all of Sri Japji Sahib, that we repeat the name of the Lord, we follow the command of Vaheguru, we do positive actions. Not only will we be saved, we'll take many with us. Through Sri Japji Sahib, we've learned about hukam, order, we've learned about karams, we've learned about the idea of listening, believing, and then following the hukam. We've learned about the characteristics of Maya, how this world is created, Rajoguna, Tamaguna, Satoguna, the three characteristics, and how the Panch Jora within it. The Siddhs have asked questions, so we've learned about creation and how that shouldn't be our focus. Our focus should be the Charan of Vaheguru, because they clean us all the time. We've learned about who sings the praises of Vaheguru. The whole of creation is singing the praises. All faiths and religions are singing the praises of Vaheguru. And then ultimately, we learn about the steps to reach Vaheguru, the spiritual steps, the 7 Pumaka. And then we learn about the Avastha, or the qualities of that Gursikh, the Gurmukh Pyara. And now we've got that conclusion put together. Follow the hukam of Vaheguru. Take Amrit. Keep in discipline. Do positive Nishkam actions. Repeat the name of the Lord through His Gurbani. If we do just those things, they sound very simple, but then we will always be protected, like we've heard in the Sakhiyan. Guru Sahib Ji will always be with us, and not only will we be saved, we will take many with us. We'll break free from the 8.4 million life cycle, and we will become one with Vaheguru. And that is the complete teaching of Sri Japji Sahib. Not only sharing these teachings, but sharing the teachings of all Sri Japji Sahib. I must have made countless mistakes. I beg the Saad Sangat for forgiveness if I've offended them or have offended Guru Sahib Ji by saying a translation wrong. I beg you, the Saad Sangat, to bless me with Brahm Gyan, so in future I can continue sharing the teachings of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, Akal Purkh Vaheguru, with all the Saad Sangat. So not only myself can learn, but everybody can learn together. I pray to Vaheguru that we all get blessed with Gursikhi and the Brahm Gyan of Sri Japji Sahib, so we can all experience that bliss while we're all living and share and continue not only ourselves but help with the rest of humanity. Guru Sahib Ji has given us this teaching. The only benefit we'll take is if we repeat Sri Japji Sahib. In closing, I'm going to do the same benti as we did at the start. If we haven't learnt Sri Japji Sahib, let's learn it. If we've learnt it, let's recite it. If we can recite it, let's recite it more. And if we can recite it, we all constantly reciting it, then let's memorize it. So if Sri Japji Sahib is with us, then Tan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, the embodiment of Vaheguru, is with us. And just like we've heard the Sakhiyan today, we'll always be protected in our work. Even if we think, how can Guru Sahib Ji protect us in our day-to-day life? They'll always find a way to protect us, like Bhai Kataru Ji and Bhai Tiloka Ji. We'll always be protected. And not only will we save ourselves, we'll even save our families and friends who we think we're working and living our lives for. We'll save them anyway. Let's pray to Vaheguru that He blesses us with Gursikhi, so we can all be saved. Deho sajjan si chiriyan jo howe sahib shomil jinni naam ਧਿਆਇਆ ਗਏ ਮਸਕਤ ਘਾਰ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੇ ਮੁਖ ਉਜਲੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਛੁੱਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।